everyone. So today let us understand about cybersecurity technologies and practices. So yes, if you want to protect your company or organization's network infrastructure, or if you want to mitigate, you know, attacks, it may be a DOS attack. They can try to crash your server. They can try to conduct, so many types of attacks are there, like DOS attacks. We have session hijacking. They can hijack your whole network infrastructure. They can attack your company's industrial control systems. Okay, through IoT devices, they are attacking, they are compromising almost whole network infrastructure. So we'll be studying today about all those, we'll be studying today about the techniques, strategies, and technologies which we're going to use and implement in order to mitigate these attacks. So let's see. Firstly, we have firewalls, VPNs, and antivirus softwares. So let me help you with the first part, firewalls. Let me quickly launch OneNote and help here. Yes. So firewall, it's one of the very important terminology, okay, under cybersecurity. Firewall, it's a network security device. Okay. It's a network security device. So in every organization, we must implement web application firewalls. Okay, we have to use modern firewalls because firewalls are nothing but they are a barrier. Okay, if it's a firewall, they are barrier between trusted network and untrusted one. So let's say this is the network one. Let's say this is network two. Okay. Always firewall stands as a barrier between trusted network and untrusted. Untrusted zones are nothing but public internet zone. When it comes to trusted, this is our organization inside the network. Okay. So firewall, they are the network security device which monitors incoming and outgoing network traffic. Okay. So very important. They usually monitors our incoming and outgoing network traffic, and they are the one who decides whether to allow or block specific traffic based on their predefined rules. And always try to remember this firewall, it have been have a first line of defense. Firewall have been a first line of defense in network security for over 25 years. Okay. Yes, we have further types of firewalls. We also deal with network-based firewall. Okay, so it completely routes traffic between networks. We also have application firewalls, that work with TCP/IP stack in order to filter and intercept all the traffic packets, to and from applications. So very important as our web application firewalls in today's world. We're gonna use modern firewalls. Okay. And a simple words, a basic terminology, firewall, it's a barrier that sits between a private network, and a public internet. Okay. And so there can be a question that what are the uses of fire? Like why we need it? Is it necessary to implement firewalls? Yes. It provides protection against outside cyber attackers by shielding your computer or your network from malicious or unnecessary network traffic. And these firewalls, they also prevent malicious software. They prevent malicious software, from accessing a computer or network via internet. Okay. So three main functions here under firewall. We can have a network-based firewalls, software-based firewalls. We also have hardware firewalls and software firewalls that can help, protect our computers from unauthorized access and from malware attacks. They usually block incoming and outgoing network traffic. Okay, so there can be a question which firewall is the best. When it comes to a best firewall software of 2024, it's a Bit Defender Total Security. Okay, So our organization, we used to have a large and bigger network, right? So what they always, suggest us to have a hardware firewalls. When it comes to your respective systems for specific, specific or special individuals, will be using a softwares. And also we have a Norton 360 Deluxe. It's the best multi-feature firewall, which protects and mitigates a number of attacks. We also have Zone Alarm, Komodo Firewall, WebRoot antivirus software. So, it almost have so many best firewalls. So now the thing is, in spite of firewall, why there is a necessary of IDS and IPS system? Why we need to implement intrusion detection system as well as intrusion prevention system? The question arises here: intrusion detection system and intrusion prevention system. Let me quickly give you a real-time example and explain you here. Let's say we have a user 1 and here user 2. Okay. So if user 1 is sending some data, yeah, if they both are communicating through internet, let's say, yeah, data, we can see a packet transmission and data transmission, right? So data is getting transferred here from sender to receiver, right? So along with the data, we also know that something is being attached here. Along with the data, yeah, we also have TCP header part. Okay. Firewalls, or I just can tell you, network security or traditional firewalls, they just check, inspect TCP header part. But if any malware, okay, attacker, if he is attacking the data portion and trying to insert some Trojan virus under the data portion, then who's going to inspect that? Real time example I can give you: if you are visiting your metro station or your airport, yeah, people used to, their guards used to scan us, right? A body scanning used to take place, used to have it. So body scanning, just a filtering part, it's just a firewall. When it comes to, there will be a handlers where we keep our backs, deep level filtering. IDS and IPS here we use for that deep filtering purposes. Okay. So firewall, it just checks a TCP header part only. Okay. So what? We need IDS and IPS also. The very important points here is firewall, it allows only authorized traffic. Yes. And all the data packets which are entering and leaving the network, whatever they're leaving, if all the data packets which are entering or leaving the network process, they should be through the firewall. After examining, it decides whether to allow or not, okay, based on the predefined rules. So what? It, but the disadvantage here is it just checks your source IP, okay, your destination IP, your source port number, and your destination port numbers. Just the TCP header part. So what? Now they are trying to implement modern web application firewalls. Okay, so we have a large number of disadvantages when it comes to our traditional firewalls. Okay, so what? Always try to implement modern firewalls, that too modern WAF, web application firewalls will be good. Okay, now let's study about IDS. It's an intrusion detection system here. Okay. So why do we need the IDS and IPS? As I told you, IDS, yes, it's it carries out deep level filtering here. Okay. So an IDS here, it's an application which monitors network traffic. Okay. They are the one who monitors network traffic, and they're gonna monitor completely. Okay, just not the TCP header part. Along with that, the whole data. Okay, it's going to monitor a complete network traffic, and it's going to search for known threats. Okay, if anything suspicious or malicious activity, it's going to identify that. Okay. And further, they're gonna send alert to IT security team when they detect any security risk and threat. Overall, IDS system, it can be a device or software applications. They monitor a network or system for malicious activity. Okay. And yes, the very important point is here, they won't, they are not stopping the attack. They are just detecting. First thing is they monitor. Secondly, they detect. Okay. And thirdly, they used to raise an alarm if they find any suspicious activity, and they alert and send the notification to cybersecurity, IT security team or network admin team. Okay. So what? There should be a implementation of IDS, intrusion detection system. Okay. Even instead of using modern firewalls like web application firewalls, also we must have this IDS system in our organization in order to mitigate web application attacks. Okay. Let's see about IPS, intrusion prevention system now. Intrusion prevention system. Yes. So here, let's say we have a intrusion prevention system. So why we have already we have a IDS part. Then why IPS? Right? There can be a question. Yeah. So because not only detection, we also need prevention. We also need, being an ethical hacker, we also need to think about you know prevention, mitigation. Okay. What's happened is, let's say some network infrastructure. Let's say user 1 is here, user 2. Okay. So what's happening here? Let's say they are using PC1 and PC2. Okay. Let's say this is your company. They both are connected to switch. Yeah. Let's say they both are connected to switch here, and switch will be connected to some IDS. And here further they are connected to router A, there will be routers. And through this routers further they are connected to outside world, internet. So guys, here attack can happen from here, outsider, yeah, to this user. And there will be an insider attacker, who knows, insider threats. He himself can attack to user too. Yeah. Yes, the income, under your company, there will be an insider attacker. There will be an insider threat. We can't predict. Yeah. Nothing is unhackable. So this insider intruder can attack to this user too, or from outside the world, anybody can attack, right? So what happens once he transfers some malicious file? Yeah, it's going to go through switch and it's going to go here, and here also from outsider, from router also it can come up here, yeah, through here. The ideas just detects, it just monitors, it just detects and alerts to a cybersecurity team, and there will be alarm, it's going to raise an alarm. Okay. But it's not stopping an attack, it's just detecting, alerting us. Yeah. So what, there is a need of IPS to stop an attack. Okay. Let's see now with the proper infrastructure. Let's understand another diagram. Okay. So that to understand fully this IPS. So let's say, let me draw again a user 1 here with PC1. Let me have user 2 again with PC2. Okay. Let's say they both are connected through switch. In this case, ideas, it was just connected to switch. It was out of band. But here the switch is connected to IPS in an in band. Okay. And further we have router A and router B. And further they are connected with internet zone here. Okay. If user 1 is trying to attack user 2, okay, or else if, one moment here. There can be a two possibilities. User 1 can try to attack, yeah, or else through outside, yeah, from outside the world, yes, attacker can try attacking user 2. So here IPS helps in mitigating it. Okay. IPS, it prevents here. Okay. It actually drops the traffic. If anything is malicious, it drops off here. It won't further send to user 2. Anything is malicious, it is preventing the data and it is stopping the attack. It drops and blocks the traffic here. It won't further, it can't, we can't proceed it further. Yeah, if here also, it will stop over here. It's mitigating the attack. Okay. So what? The very important difference between IDS and IPS is, it's just IDS, it was just detecting. But IPS, constantly it watches your network. It tries to identify possible incidents. Okay. And it stops the incident there. Okay. So one of the very important, differences, it prevents the attack. Okay. And if there is a new virus, then too it prevents. Understanding? So what? Very important to implement IPS and IDS, intrusion prevention system. Even it is also a network security tool. It can be a hardware or it can be a software, okay, which continuously monitors your network for malicious activity. Okay, and it takes action to prevent it. Okay, it can report, it can block, it usually drops that when it occurs, it suddenly drops. Okay, so what? So intrusion detection system as well as intrusion prevention system, they are designed to help protect against threats. Okay, into an organization. Yes. So even a new advantage, okay. So in IPS, it's going to identify, we have both signature based as well as anomaly based IPS. Okay. They actively scan forwarded network traffic for malicious activities and they try to detect it. Okay, and they are known with attacking patterns. The IPS engine, it analyzes the network traffic here and continuously tries to compare the bit stream with its internal signature database for for known patterns, and for unknown anomalies also it can easily identify. Yeah, we will be having anomaly based IPS also. Even it can detect a new anomaly, new virus, and it can help us in preventing the attack. So this is what the complete explanation of firewalls, IDS, and IPS. Now let's see the slide. Yes, firewalls. Along with firewalls, we also studied about IDS and IPS. Yes, we need VPNs in order to establish a very secure encrypted connection. Yeah. So further, yes, there will be a so many tasks will be there. Sometimes, to access, networks remotely, there should be a secure connection. So it helps us with the help of VPNs. In company, it is good to use virtual private networks also. And always it is good to use antivirus softwares because it is the one which gives us the pop-up messages and notifications, early warning sign to keep our system and data safe here. Okay, so this is what IDS and IPS, a very main difference. IDS, it monitors network traffic and system activities in order to identify. But IPS, very important, it blocks and mitigates, and it just detect the threat and completely blocks off and helps in protecting our systems and data. So yes, one of the very important protocols we have today is SSL and TSL. Okay. So here, as we can see, SSL, okay, the very important secure socket layer. So, if we are communicating in today's world, we are communicating, we are shopping online, right? Through internet, we are giving out, if we want to shop online, we are just giving out all our credentials data, right? We are giving out our card information. Then to it's secure. Securely, we can communicate through, in today's world. So SSL, it's an older technology which contains some security flaws. So what in today's world we are using transport layer security in order to enhance security for online communication. Okay, so TLS is the upgraded version of SSL, which has which has fixed SSL vulnerabilities. So TLS authenticates more efficiently and continues to support encrypted communication channels. There can be a question why we need TLS, transport layer security. So it is widely adopted security protocol designed to facilitate both privacy and data security for communications over internet. Primary use case of TLS is, is encrypting the communication between web application and servers, guys. So it may be from web browsers loading a website. Yeah. So if you want to just launch a Netflix server, there will be a client server model, right? Yeah. If I want to launch a movie, if I want to watch a movie from Netflix, I have to connect to a Netflix server. If I'm connecting to a Netflix server from my browser, am I connecting safely? Am I secure there? Yeah. Yes, I am secure due to this TLS security layer there. Okay. Hope you understood this portion. Thank you so much.